On Saturday, a body was pulled from the East River. That body was identified as Kenny Chow, who was a taxi cab driver in New York City who has been missing since May 11th. Relatives of Kenny Chow had told the Taxi Workers Alliance that the financial stress, the money he owed that he had paid for his taxi cab medallion, owing still nearly $700,000, was causing him to lose sleep, not eating properly, and had led to depression. Kenny Chow's death puts the battle between cabs and rideshare companies back on the front page and at center stage as one organization, the Taxi Workers Alliance, held a protest outside of City Hall to voice their concerns about what they want to see done, and it all involves regulating the rideshare services. Joining me now is Baidavi Desai, who is the executive director of the Taxi Workers Alliance. Baidavi, welcome to Chasing News. How are you?
Thank you.
Now, you and your organization staged a protest out in front of City Hall today. Tell me, what is the goal of your protest? What are you looking for the city to do?
We're looking for the city to regulate, Wall Street finance companies like Uber and Lyft for the first time. They've been operating here for over 5 years with little to no regulation. And as a result of it, there's a real serious economic crisis among the drivers.
So let me ask you this. One could argue, I would certainly argue this, that the reason that the taxi industry as a whole is in trouble is because Uber and Lyft are just so much more competitive. The pricing is more competitive. The drivers don't have to spend the money, that enormous investment that is greater than what most people would spend on a house. Why not look to deregulate the cab industry to make it more competitive instead of adding another burden that doesn't really solve the problem?
Well, one, because most of the regulation that we're calling for was born out of a need to protect both drivers and the riding public. And why should we do away with those basic rights just so Uber and Lyft can have a business model where they can profit more?
Okay, Baidavi, thank you for your time tonight. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, let's bring back our A-plus panel for tonight's show. Republican strategist Jeanette Hoffman and Democratic strategist Bill Caruso. Jeanette, we'll start with you on this. It seems to me that the Taxi Workers Alliance is completely off base. That what they want is to crush the competition, and not in a good way.
Yeah, they're looking to create an even bigger problem by making Uber and Lyft and everybody else more expensive. So it doesn't really make any sense to me. I think there are reforms to be had at the city level, the city that issues these medallions that these taxi cab owners are spending millions to, purchase and then make money off of. When they're not making that same amount of money, I think we need to restructure in how the city is selling those medallions.
Well, what do you think, Bill? I mean, is it time now? I mean, cities, governments all across the board, they're throwing money around. How about you don't even have to give the guys money. Maybe you just forgive a lot of this debt.
I mean, the desperation that these taxi cab owners must feel, right, with these ridiculous amounts they're never going to be able to pay back. They get it. They understand this is unattainable. This is where government needs to step up and recognize we're never going to get this money. We should forgive it and let these people live.